let's get this over with, okay? Okay, hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys are having an amazing new year. As you guys can see by the title, this is not no upbeat story time. You know, I'm usually like da 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 da, but today I'm just like okay, because this is kind of like a subject I've been avoiding for a hot minute, but I'm gonna just talk about it because 2020 is a time of healing, and in order for me to heal, I gotta let go. So I'm finna tell y'all what's going on. So the title of this video might be like Dear Grandma or whatever the case may be, because I am talking about my grandmas in this video. So yeah, if my eyes look a little red, child, your girl was crying, but we not gonna talk about that. But yeah. Oh, so first of all, if I have like super defined curls, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I've had a long day. It's a Monday, so I'm like getting ready to wind down, but I'm like, I have to do this video because I just wanted to finally talk about my grandmas. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm going to talk about my mom's mom first and then my dad's mom first. I'm gonna just talk about my mom's first because you'll see why. And then because this video is, even though it's for the both of them, it's mainly for my dad's mom. So my mom's mom passed away in 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. I was 7 or 8 years old, and when she passed away, we were planning on seeing her that summer, because I've never met her before. I'm gonna start with that. I never met my mom's mom before because she lived in Bahamas. So that the year that she passed away, that summer, we were actually gonna go see her for the first time and meet her, and it never happened. Okay, so my mom's mom had a lot of not like a lot of complications, but kind of, and she had to do a surgery, and she had to do the surgery in Nassau, Bahamas. If you don't know, it's like a little city or state, I believe. Not state, but like a little city in Bahamas. So she had to do a surgery in Nassau. So she stayed there for a few months and she did the surgery or whatever. And no! And she went back home. Sorry, my mom's coming. And she went back home. And she went back to Freeport, where she lived, Freeport, Bahamas. And she had a few more complications and she had to go back to Nassau. And the second time she was there for about a year, maybe, I believe, just working on the complications. So the second time she did the surgery, they had students perform her surgery. You know, like the doctor students, whatever. Mom. Oh, thank you. Become a doctor, perform surgery on her. And I guess there was just a type of complication where like her stomach wasn't stitched properly. And while she was in the plane going back home to Freeport, okay, while she was in the, okay, sorry, the video cut off, but honestly it was perfect timing. So basically, while she was on her way back to Freeport, while she was in the plane, the stitches became loose and her insides kind of, you know, came out or whatever. That is like the worst way for someone to pass away, like literally like your intestines falling out. That's just so sad. And honestly, even though I didn't know her, I cried because like we would talk to her on the phone sometimes. I feel like the angle changed. We would talk to her on the phone sometimes, and she would call me like, I don't remember much of her because, like I said, I was like 7 or 8. But she would like talk to us on the phone. She'd be like, my babies, I can't wait to see you, and whatever. So it hurt, and also too, it kind of hurt me because my mother was best, like her and my mom were like best friends, and people thought they were twins because they look so much alike. So it just sucks that someone had to pass away like that. But for the dear grandma part, I do want to say that I love you so much, grandma. You're no longer with us, and you're no longer with us, and even though I didn't get to meet you, I still love you, and I know that you're my guardian angel and that you're watching over me. Okay, so I'm gonna get to my dad's mom. My dad's mom is a bit harder for me because I literally like grew up like with her and whatever. We were like every day after school I was at her house until my dad could pick me up when he could. And if my dad wasn't picking me up, best believe I was at her house till someone was picking me up. So I was at her house every day after school from like 3 o'clock to like maybe 7, 8, 9. So we were like really close with her. That grandma, my dad's mom, she passed away in 2011. Wait, rewind. So for my mom's mom, nobody went to the funeral except for my dad and my mom, because at the time she was buried in Bahamas, obviously, and we were still in school and we couldn't be taken out of school for that. And a Bahamas plane ticket is expensive. There was just no like real money there for us all to go. And on top of that, we were in school and she couldn't take us out of school, so she had her older sisters watch us. Okay, so back to my dad's mom. So for my dad's mom, like I said, we were at school with her. I mean, we were at her house like every day. She passed away from old age, and that one was hard for me because we were really close to her. Like we were really close, and we always have like stories about her. Like she would just do the funniest things, and we always had stories about her. What hurt me the most was that she passed away in like 2011, 2012, and I was like around 11 or 12. When we were in the hospital, she was ready to go. Like she just said, you know, pull the plug, like I'm ready to go. She died at 83. Of course we didn't want her to go, but it was her wishes that it was her wishes that it was time for her to go. Like she wanted to go. She was in pain, so you know, they pulled the plug because that was what she wanted. The reason why, like, bro, that happened when I was like 11 or 12. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I am now 19, about to turn 20. And I feel like what hurt me, I think the reason why I think about it so much is because I never really got to say goodbye to her. So let me tell you, when we were at the hospital, we were all in like the whole family, because she had 12 kids, and all those kids 12 kids, and all those kids had kids, and those kids had kids, and those, so whatever, we have a big family. So while we were all in the hospital, room, you know, like I said, I was like 11 or 12, so I'm here thinking like, oh, grandma about to get better, whatever. At the time I didn't really understand like what it meant when she said like pull the plug. I don't know. I think it was my aunt or someone came to us and said like, okay, you guys have to step out because for whatever reason it was, I just remember them telling us like to step out. They told me and my little sister, because my little sister, I was 11, she was 10, 9, 8, 7, she was around 7 and 7 or 6, something like that. And they told like a lot of the little kids that were there, they were like, okay, you guys have to step out because they're gonna do something, some test or whatever the case was. So I stepped out, and I remember when I stepped out of the room, we went in the waiting room, and although like a part of me knew that pull the plug meant that she was gonna go, a part of me felt like she was gonna come home. But I can't believe I'm crying on camera. Okay, a part of me felt like she was gonna come home. So we're in the waiting room or whatever, and like I just started crying because I don't know, it's like I knew, but I was just in denial, like whatever. So me, my little sister, and I think my older sister, we all got out, and some of our cousins too, we all left the hospital room, and we were in the waiting room, and then it happened, and we just heard crying, and like our family started crying, and everyone was coming out, and it was like, maybe me, it's like, even though I knew they were crying, I don't know, like I was still in denial, because it's like, not my grandma, no, not sis, she finna come. I'm sorry, like my camera keeps cutting off, like sis, stop playing, I'm trying to finish the video. But yeah, I was like, yeah, like sis finna come back tomorrow, whatever. She obviously didn't. And then at the funeral, I don't remember much of it, I just know it was raining, and we were crying. My aunt took it really hard because my aunt lived with her, so it was kind of hard. And yeah, I don't want to talk anymore about that, but I do have a story time of her again, because even though she passed away, baby, it wasn't it. Like I had a dream, and it was just there's more. But this is the part of the video that I was kind of just not ready for, but here it goes. So, Grandma, this is for you. Okay, this is my first time like actually like getting at what I have to say to her and actually letting go, because me not saying bye to her at the hospital, although like my family probably thought it was best for me, it kind of like messed me up, because it's something that I think about constantly. I think about her all the time. But here we go. Grandma, this one's for you. When you were alive, I know that we were really close, and I probably didn't say I love you enough, but I do love you, and thank you. I just want to say that I love you so much, and I want to thank you, and and I know that you're watching over me, and a lot of times I go through something and you pop in my head and I just smile, and I know that you're watching me, and I know that I know that you didn't get to watch me grow as much as you would have wanted, and as much as I would have wanted, child, but you're watching me, and your spirit's always going to be with me, and I love you so much. And I want to thank you for those years that when you were alive, that you showed me that you cared for me, and you were okay. But like I said, I want to thank you for being the best grandma that you could have been to me, and showing me that you're the definition of a grandma. And I want to thank you for really showing me what a grandmother is and how a grandmother should be. And regardless of whatever the situation is, I know that you're always watching over me, and that you always are there for me, because in so many situations that I've been through, I've seen where something that I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that, oh child, I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that you're here. And I want to thank you and I want to love you. I love you and I want to be able to move on. And this is one of the ways of moving on, is by saying goodbye. I love you, Grandma, and I know that you're in a better place. And I know that one day I will see you again. I love you so much and thank you.